Alrighty, so let's get into it. Alright. So first of all, to everyone that's here, it's a little sneaky session, kind of to introduce a player into it, so that we can get right into everything on Friday. It's just a fun little one to kind of roll along. But good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. I am Eli, and tonight I will be your host and Dungeon Master, and we'll be joined by Mikey and a new player in our campaign, Amelia, as we continue our way through this campaign that I happily call Ojet's Tower. In this surprise session, we discover what really happened when Turtank chased a cat, and hopefully they'll meet back up with the party before the party take on another job. So, what we have, and I'm just going to lower this volume a little bit. There we go. So what we have is, because you weren't here for last session, Turtank, Turtank decided to chase after a cat as the party itself got back into Redwater. Having chased after the cat, you chased it around for a fair while and eventually caught up with it. And that's kind of pretty much where you got to. You played around with the cat for a while and eventually got tired, and rather than going and finding somewhere more appropriate to sleep, you just slept in an alleyway with the cat. The night passed along, so you got the benefits of a long rest, so you can add your HP and refresh all your rage uses and all of that sort of thing. When you woke back up, you woke up in an alleyway to see the cat that you had caught making off with your gem pouch and heading towards a staircase.
I chase after it.
Alright, I'll get you to roll me a perception check, please. Okay, so you see that there is a sign sitting there right near where the staircase is that says "To the Sewer Works," and the cat seems to be making a beeline for the alleyway for the staircase. So you're chasing after it.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, because this is all very new. Vondrixilla. I guess that's how you pronounce your character's name.
It's Vondraxilla.
Vondraxilla. Okay. Need more inflection. Okay.
I also have a problem.
Yes.
I am not seeing the correct screen, I believe.
No, there's no map or anything. We're just doing this verbally at the moment.
No, I mean like on Turtank, so I can see you, and I don't have a you or him.
You need to refresh your page. That's the big problem with leaving yourself logged in. So yeah, if you just refresh it, it'll pop up and you'll see everything there. It kind of times you out after a little while.
Hello.
There you go. Alright, so Vondraxilla, as you are walking up the stairs, you, having left the staging room that you had previously been in, you headed upstairs, and as you're walking up the stairs, the staircase itself seems to have changed texture and changed shape. It started to become a lot more slimy and gone from being a spiraling staircase to more of a straight staircase. As you look ahead, you notice that it's bright ahead, like daylight, and you see barreling down past you what appears to be a cat carrying a pouch that jingles slightly, like clanks. I will get you to roll me a perception check, please. All right. So, yeah, the cat barrels on past you and, disappears down the staircase that you just walked up. And probably I'd say at about this point, Turtank comes up over the top of the stairs and starts looking down. And do you want to describe what Turtank sees for me, please?
What he sees?
Yes, what Turtank sees when he sees a person walking up the stairs. What do you look like?
Ah, okay. I am Dragonborn,
Yes.
and I am Dragonborn, and obviously I have a quarterstaff with me, and I have a long flowing coat that is purple, and I look upon this creature with great curiosity, and I get my quarterstaff ready as a club, wondering what he's going to do next.
Okay, well, do you want to describe what Von Druxilla sees, please, Turtank?
Hey, pretty lady, did you see a cat? I'm very uninterested in anything other than my gem purse at the moment.
Your cat, that little feline that was running down,
My little thief, where'd it go?
didn't see it.
Rough. I run off in the direction I thought it went.
I, on the other hand, turn around and follow the cat for the jewels.
Okay, so you're both heading on down the stairs. Very well. Well, yeah, so you continue on down into the sewers. The staircase, it's slimy and grimy, and at some places you need to check your step because it's pretty slick. As you get down into the tunnel itself, you can see that, like, sometimes these tunnels have been completely flushed. There's been, like, a lot of water flowing through, or a lot of fluid of some description flowing through. You can see stuck to the stones that form the walls of the tunnels, little pieces of refuse and bits of sticks and rubbish and other stuff that you probably wouldn't really want to investigate too closely. And you can also see skittering about here and there some rats. Yeah, that's kind of what you're seeing at the moment. So as you chase off after the cat, which you can barely see ahead of you, the cat being a very dark greyish black colour, takes off, and the lighting in the tunnel is your bare minimum at best. Yeah, are you guys taking off after the cat at full throttle, or what are you doing?
Okay. Because of my recent adventures, I have pieces of a fishy priestess in my backpack.
You do?
And so I quickly pull some out, and I say in my nicest big orky voice, "Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Come here, kitty, 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 kitty."
All right.
Got a bit of fish.
Roll a animal handling check. Okay. The cat looks in your direction, the gem purse still in its mouth, as it continues to careen down the tunnel, showing no interest whatsoever in the food.
I chase after it.
Okay. So, as you continue on down the tunnel, it starts getting incredibly dark. It gets to the point where you can't really see too far in front of you. Yeah. Do you want to light a torch, or...
I shall light a torch.
Okay, so you take the moment to fish around in your pack for a torch, and you strike it and light it, and you keep heading on down the tunnel. By this point, in having done that, you've lost sight of where the cat is. But at the moment, it's pretty easy to tell which direction it was going because the tunnel only goes in one direction. The way you came and the way forward. So you continue on down, I guess. And yeah, as you continue on down and follow the tunnel for, I'm guessing your pace is slowed a little bit. There's probably not a hell of a lot of point in running when you can't see it directly, or are you sprinting? What are you guys doing?
I watch him run off into the distance with this glowing orb getting further and further away from me, and I realize I just don't know if he's an enemy or not, but I'm curious to see what this gem purse has, and maybe I can get it before he does. So I cautiously follow him down the tunnel.
Okay. So you guys continue on down the tunnel, and I'd say you probably follow it for maybe about 10-15 minutes. And as you start continuing on further down, you start to notice that there's a lot of spider webs around the walls and that sort of thing. And continuing on down, the spider webs get a bit thicker, and you start noticing there's a bunch of refuse and that sort of stuff and rubbish caught in the spider webs. Yeah. I will get you guys to roll me a perception check, please. Okay. Alright, so Turtank notices it. They must have just gotten like a kind of like a tingling sensation on the back of his neck, just as a giant spider starts lowering itself from the ceiling. And looking along, you can see that there is a second one following behind it. Let me just bring you guys into my lair.
Spitters.
Alrighty, so you start coming on in. Actually, I'm going to say you guys are probably a little bit further in because you got past some of the spider webs. And here's the first one starting to lower itself down, and the second one is lowering itself down over here. So yeah, I will get you both to roll initiative. Don't forget to select your token.
What?
You have to select your token before the initiative roll will put you on the combat tracker. So click on your token.
I see.
There you go. Alright. Now, we need combat music. Alrighty. So, Turtank's first roll was... Alrighty, so, the spiders seem to have been, like, pretty well on the jump. Actually, I didn't roll hit points for them, so I better do that real quick, because I'm a terrible person.
Haribo. Also, why can I only see my initiative? Should I be seeing the other players or not?
You should be able to.
Okay, on the left I can. I can't see Amelia's as it came up, or her perspective or anything.
Ah, yes, I can fix that. It's something I did forget to do. That's alright.
All good.
Alrighty. So, the first spider, well, actually, technically, the second spider, lowers on down and comes scambling over towards Turtank. and attempts to bite you. And that's a 21 to hit. So I need you to roll me. That doesn't make sense. What is that?
Constitution?
Yeah, just the wording is absolutely terrible. Yeah, so
Normal roll?
yep, just a normal roll. Okay, yeah, you save. That's right. Blah, blah, blah. That's right. So yeah, you take 8 points of piercing damage, plus 4 points of poison damage. Okay. And then it's the second spider's turn, which is technically the first spider. It actually moves around and looks around and decides to try and shoot some web at Von Draxilla. And that hits. So you stop doing the thing. The target is restrained by webbing. As an action, the restrained target can make a DC 12 strength check, bursting the webbing on a success. The webbing can also be attacked and destroyed. So, yeah, you are currently restrained. That doesn't mean that you can't cast spells or anything like that. It just means that you can't really move. Your movement is 0.
Okay.
Alrighty. And with that, it is Turtank's turn.
Using a rage, going into a rage and smacking at the spider closest to me with a vicious grade.
Okay.
Oh, I think I clicked that wrong because I should have used the rage one. So +2.
Yeah, that's alright. That misses, unfortunately. Yeah, so you swing out and you miss. The spider is a little bit nimble. Might have just off-put you with the fact that it's lowered itself from the ceiling. Anything else you want to do? Did you want to move or?
I don't really want to disengage. So
So the way disengaging works is if you pull away, and have a square in between you and the target, that's disengaging. You can move anywhere within, around it. So you could move to that one. You could move to this one.
I'll move
this
one to my left.
Yep, you could move to there if you wanted to. Okay.
Is there any way I can just set a small fire trap at my feet? Just set some webbing on fire with the torch.
I don't think you'd be able to set a fire trap, but you would be able to set fire to the webbing, and I'd say that's a pretty simple thing. All you're literally doing is just putting the torch in it. So if you want to do that, I will get you to roll me a d20, please. Just a flat d20.
Where are my dice? I'm a horrible person.
You can just type in /roll
That's
d20. So roll space d20. Pretty sure you can even do /r space d20. Okay, now roll me a d6, please. Okay, yeah, so the web does catch fire a little bit. It's not burnt away, but it's definitely weakened, definitely damaged. Alright, Von Draxilla, your turn.
Excellent. Well, I'm stuck in a web, correct?
Yes.
So, if I wanted to cast a spell, say How would I be affected by this? Would I get? Oh, what's happened to my character?
Nothing.
Sorry. Okay. So if I wanted to cast Firebolt at the spider, who is, I guess, directly to the right of me.
Yep. Yeah, there's nothing stopping you from doing that.
Okay. So I just click the Firebolt. Is that right?
That's right. Let me just have a quick look at your character sheet. Okay, that's unfortunate. But yeah, no worries. You can do the thing.
Okay. So I'm just going to click the Firebolt symbol.
Yep. And you rolled an 8. Unfortunately, that does miss.
Ah. Okay. And I'm currently stuck, aren't I? So I can't move anywhere.
No, you can't move from where you currently are, no.
Okay. So I can't do any more attacks or anything, obviously, or
No more attacks. Do you have anything that can be cast as a bonus action or any bonus actions? Let's have a look. I don't think so.
I'd like a way to get out of this web.
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't have anything else that you can do. So I guess that is your turn.
Cool.
Alrighty. So, it is the other spider's turn. So it's kind of seeing the fact that the fire come flying out and the fact the web's on fire, it moves away. It's going to move over to here. Turtank, you can take an attack of opportunity if you wish.
Yes, please. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, that will hit. And that was a 14, so you do 5 points of slashing damage.
Yes.
Alright, now once it's gotten to there, it's going to look at the situation and it's going to spit a web at Turtank. And that hits. So you are currently restrained. Yeah, it's now going to sort of like scamper away a little bit and kind of head over here, try and get into the webs. Second spider's turn, which I should do that. I can never remember the command for this. I really should memorize that. Okay, it did not recharge its spiderweb. It's going to move on down to here, and it's going to try and bite Turtank.
Of course it does.
But it is a little bit put off by the fire, so it's a disadvantage. It rolled a 12. Does that hit?
Pretty sure my AC is lower than 12. And I can't find it.
Okay, well, if you open up your character sheet,
11.
it's...
yes,
yeah,
yes, it
okay.
is.
Alright, so... you... Okay, roll me a constitution save as well. Okay, yep, so you succeed on that. So you take, what, 11 piercing reduced to 5. And you take 3 poison reduced to 1.
5 and 1, 6.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, you take 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Turtank, your turn. You are currently restrained by the web. You can still attack, you just can't move.
Very well. Big old great axe swing at the one closest to me.
Go for it.
That's better.
All right. So yeah, you swing down with a massive swing, biting deep into the spider. It loses like 2 of its legs. It's looking very beat up.
Yes.
All right. Anything else you wanted to do?
Well, I can't really throw a trident as a bonus action, can I?
Not as a bonus action, no.
No, I want to burn more webbing around me and really upset these spiders, so they're...
You're focusing on the
Jittery.
web around you.
If I burn the web around Von Druxia, do I risk burning her?
I wouldn't really say so. The web's not substantial enough that it's going to really stay there. Anyone wearing clothing would be fine, and the fact that Von Druxilla is a blue dragonborn, her scales are going to do a pretty good job of protecting her. So,
Very well. Well, I'll try to free her by burning away the webbing at her feet.
All right.
So she has moved.
roll me a d20, please. Let's see if you can manage to find a spot to burn it. Okay, yep. Now roll me a d6, please. Okay. So yeah, there's not actually. Yeah, there's not much holding on to it. It's it looks like it's about ready to fall apart. But it is still holding her enough that she can't move away. Von Druxilla, your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to do a spell because I can't reach him with melee, can I, with my quarterstaff?
No.
No. Okay. I have a question. If I do an attack, I just noticed as well, I have a small knife. Can that be a bonus move afterwards?
No. To use what, to cut the web? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll allow it.
Okay, cool. So, for a spell, I'm probably gonna... Are there cantrips, like things I can keep on using and using and using?
Yeah.
Cool. Then I'm gonna try and do... Oh, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I am going to use mending. And... Is that what I want? Or do I want magic hand? Maybe the magic hand to try and remove the webbing from around Turtank to give him movement again.
Well, mending wouldn't help with that. Mage hand probably wouldn't help either.
Okay.
It's designed. Mage hand is designed to sort of manipulate an object or whatever else, but the web is sticky, and it's not just the fact that you kind of bound up with it. It's kind of sticky, so you need to remove it or break it.
Right.
Mage hand, I don't believe would have enough strength in it to do that. I'm just reading through it. Yeah, can't carry more than 10 pounds. So if it's capable of holding somebody, it's a hell of a lot strong. Like, gonna take a bit more than 10 pounds worth of force to fix
Remove
that.
the webbing, yeah. Okay, well then I'll just chuck another firebolt at this spider and just see if I
Okay.
can actually hit.
So which one are you going for? The one in front or the one in the back?
The one is immediately a threat.
All
that
right.
one.
No worries.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, what'd you roll?
19.
19?
19. Yes.
Yeah.
19.
Okay, so you hit the thing. How do you want to do that one?
I'm confused. What do you mean?
Well, you've hit it. How do you want to... You're going to kill this thing. How do you want it to die?
Oh, I do want it to die. I want it to burn into like 1,000 suns and maybe have a bit of the fire go into Turtank's webbing and also free him.
Okay. Let's
He's
see what
right
happens.
next to him.
Let's see what happens. What I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a d20. If it's 1 to 5, it's going to run in the direction of Turtank and potentially burn the webs there. There'll be another roll on that. If it's 6 to 10, it's going to run to this direction. 11 to 15 that direction. 16 to 20 that direction. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so it actually does run towards Turtank.
You got a flaming spider coming at you.
Excellent.
Now let's see if it will hit, which it does. And it does 1 damage to the web, so unfortunately you are still bound.
How much
Okay.
damage does this web have?
He was dealing with your web, so your web was nearly done. His web was still intact.
Cool. Okay, and now I can do the small knife thing. You just kind of like stab a web a bit.
Yeah, so just roll me a d20. Off you go. Love you.
I need to give you a hug and a wine.
What's the command again?
Just // d20.
Didn't work.
You need to put a space between the R and the d20.
Ah, there's an R.
Okay, so yeah, you don't manage to find a purchase to get the knife in on that to attack it, unfortunately.
I still killed a spider.
Yes, you did.
And it ran
So-
into Turtank, which is hilarious.
Yes, it did, and it is dead, so we can get rid of that one. Alright, now the other spider. Let's see. Okay, doesn't get its web back. Oh, what is it gonna do? I'm gonna say it is going to come forward and it's going to try and bite Turtank. It's feeling a little bit more emboldened. Fortunately, it does not manage to bite you. So, Turtank, your turn.
Can you take my bow out?
Great axe.
Can't read that.
Raging great axe.
Okay.
I roll an 8.
Unlucky. Alright. Is that your turn?
But no, bonus action. I use the torch and try to free.
Okay, roll that d20.
Vortex. I rolled a 2.
Unfortunately, you stick it in a spot that was already pretty much burnt through. It doesn't find any more purchase. Von Druxilla, your turn.
So I have decided I am tired of this spider, and I decided to throw an acid arrow at it.
Okay. Roll away, or whatever it is you do. Oh,
Oh,
you rolled an 8. Unfortunately, you do miss, but just roll me a d20, please. Okay.
oh my goodness.
So, the arrow streaks through and actually manages to grab purchase on the web that is binding Turtank. And it manages to eat through enough that Turtank is now freed.
I helped.
Alright.
And my knife. I want to stab my
Alright.
web.
Stab away.
It was a D20.
Yep, d20.
Aha!
Aha! So, roll me 2d6. So do the same thing, but just 2d6. Okay, yeah, you managed to carve through it, and you are now free as well.
Freedom!
Alright, now the spider's turn. see if it gets its web back, which it does. It's going to spit its web at Turtank. It's a 15, so yeah, you are currently bound up again. And then it's going to try and run away.
Wait, I get an
Yep.
attack.
Attack of opportunity. Roll away. Okay, yeah, so you managed to bite into it for a pretty decent amount. And it's looking fairly rough.
And it's my turn, so I'm going to throw a trident at it, if that is...
Yep. I'll let you do that.
Back scratcher! Wrong lid. There we go. I roll a 25 with the trident.
It's a natural 20, so you
Oh
crit
my
it.
god.
So, with the with the base damage, piercing damage, you do 13 points of damage. Then with your rage added on. Wait, hold on. What's going on here? Didn't seem right. We don't have a rage thing set for that. Okay, right. Okay. I understand what's going on there. It's got the... let's see, how far away is it? 5, 10, 15, 20. So unfortunately it is the long range amount. No, that can't be right. What's that one? I don't know, I'll just add it up and I'll deal with that later. So yeah, you're gonna kill the thing. How do you want to do it?
I'm going for 3 of its 8 eyes with the 3 points of the trident.
Okay, so as the thing is scampering away, it turns around just in time to see the trident coming flying at it and squarely hits it in 3 of its eyes, taking them clean out. The trident presses on down into its body and driving it into the floor. It spasms for a moment before falling limp and the trident falling out of its body, tearing a good chunk of it away. And with that, we are out of combat.
Yes.
Alright.
I would like to use the torch on the web and get my trident back.
I'm gonna say it's pretty, like, you're out of combat, there's no pressure. You'll be able to get yourself free.
Yep.
So yeah, you do that and you do the thing, and yeah, now what do you do?
I fear for the safety of the kitty and my purse. And so I go back to kitty hunting. Ew, kitty. Only this time I'm like waving around a dead spider because it didn't like the fish.
Okay, so you've picked up a piece of the spider and you're carrying that along. Alrighty. Yeah, so still trying to find the cat. You continue on down, and you get a glimpse of the cat just as it goes through a grate somewhere down the tunnel off to the left. You know, what do you do?
I chase the cat.
Alright, you get there to this grate, and the grate is too tight. The iron bars are too close together to be able to squeeze your way through.
I end up going up to where the old dead spider was,
Yep.
and I grab some of the webbing and I create like a little cat toy out of it.
Okay.
So I get the web and I get a bit of a cat toy thing happening.
Okay.
And I go up to the grate and I start dangling it through it. Really curious as to what is in this purse that requires so much chasing.
Okay, so roll me a animal handling check, please.
What's that?
It's in your character sheet where your skills are.
I got a 9.
Okay, so you dingle and dangle the thing and there's no reaction. The cat seems to have disappeared. I will get you to roll me a intelligence check while you're at it.
Both of us?
No, just one Drexilla. Okay,
24.
yeah. You crit on that one, so yeah, you definitely get the sense that based on the slight downward angle and the slope and the fact that the water is flowing down and looking through this this grate, even though the tunnel veers away, you get a sense that the tunnels are likely to meet back up at some point down the way.
Okay, so we keep going down the tunnel. Something. So yeah, keep going down the tunnel and following it, trying to get to the part where it matches up to try and see if we can find the cat.
All right, about another 10 minutes worth of walking down. You You find some clumps of fur and rotting meat that are all sitting around. Yeah.
Go to inspect it to see what it is.
Okay, roll me a investigation check, please. Okay, so the looking at it, you get a pretty good idea that the fur is all cat fur. You also find some relatively recent cat excrement and skeletons of dozens of rats. You get a pretty good idea that this was probably where the den was for the cats, at least until recently. There's signs that the cats have continued to move further on down the tunnels.
Is there anything else notable in this area?
Not really. The rest of it seems pretty par for course. Where it is just sort of like in a slightly tucked away and sheltered spot. Seems like probably as good a place as any in the sewers for the cats to set up shop.
And they haven't like left anything else there that they've stolen from people?
No, it doesn't look like they were bringing much back. It just seemed like a kind of den, like a nesting place where they've all hung out. Roll me a survival check, please. Okay, so this was basically to see if you could work out anything to do with behaviors, but you have no idea on the behaviors of cats, whether or not that's par for course or not.
Okay, well, I'll look at the Turtank. I assume that he's still trying to find this cat. And I look down to where, because we haven't actually, have we gotten to the point where it matches up yet? I didn't quite.
No, you're not at that point yet.
Okay, have I got anything that can like create a torch? Because it's still quite dark, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's pretty dark, but Turtank's got a torch, so between the two of you, I'm pretty sure you're able to navigate through this pretty easily.
All right. I continue to follow Turtank down, trying to find this cat. I'm still not sure what I plan to do when it all goes down.
Okay, so you continue on down the tunnel for a little while, and you start to hear the sound of lots of rushing water. It sounds as though a few tunnels are joining together. And looking ahead, you can see them see three converge on the tunnel you're in. The slight trickle of water has grown to a solid stream of foul-smelling muck. Continuing on down past this point, takes you probably about another 10 minutes or so. You start to see the tunnel widen a little, and it seems to be that there's an opening into a round chamber ahead. You can hear dozens of cats ahead, and some pretty fierce and loud roaring. Turtank, I'll get you to roll me a wisdom check. Okay, so the 10 you rolled will tell you that whatever is roaring and carrying on down there, it might not be a good idea to face it with the condition you are in, with your current cuts and bites and the fact that everything is covered in foulness, it might not be a good idea to go in as you currently are.
Righto. So there's no way forward without going in?
No, you continued on down, and the tunnels on the left and right converged in on the same tunnel that you were walking through, and everything heads in the one direction. The stream has definitely gotten a lot louder. And there's actually a grate over the center of the sewer tunnel with water flowing underneath. Actually, I'll tell you what, I will heal this, and then I will get you to. It's kind of what you guys are dealing with.
Okay. Slim chance, but I'm looking for any way to track the cat to find out which way it went.
Roll me a intelligence check. It stands to reason that it would have ended up coming this way. All the tunnels do seem to converge, and there's only one direction it was heading.
Very well. I head in that direction.
Okay, so you're heading in towards the roaring that you got the sense that it would not be a good idea to go in your current condition. No worries.
So I want to go that way without getting into the muck. So,
Well, as I said, like at the moment, there is a grate covering all of the foul-smelling water and everything else that's running down. But whatever beast it is that's down there roaring would probably take you.
right. Healing herb. Do they require any sort of preparation to use?
I need to look at your sheet to work out what it is you're actually referring to.
Healer's kit and healing herbs.
Yeah, you pretty much use that for while you're stabilizing people and that sort of thing. It's not really going to recover any hit points. You could take a short rest and use some of your hit dice. That's a perfectly good way of doing it.
That's what I'm suggesting then to Vendroxia. Vendroxilla. Miss Rubber. I'm gonna take a rest because my spider bites are hurting, and I'm gonna use some hit dice.
Okay, well, do I need to do any healing myself?
I don't believe you got hit, so I don't think so.
Okay, so do I need to wait for him, or can I like search a little bit more? I don't know how this all works. Do I need to agree to do the shot?
No, you don't need to agree. You can go and do whatever it is that you would like. Roll me an intelligence check.
Ooh.
Yeah. You definitely know that, based on that whatever was carrying on, it would not be a good idea to go anywhere near it on your own.
Okay, so we're doing a short rest.
Okay. So, as you guys are like, I'm guessing you guys are backing away from all of the sounds, probably getting far enough away that you're not likely to get found out by anything. You don't know if these cats are kind of working together or what's going on, but it seems strange even to you that a cat would go out of its way to steal your gem pouch. So you guys back up a bit and find a spot to rest and sort of you patch yourself up and make yourself a little bit better enabled to deal with what you might have coming up ahead.
Can I ask, with the short rest, do I get any of those spells I used back?
If you use your
level 1, level 2 one.
Your arcane recovery, I believe it is. Let's have a quick look at that. You have learned to regain some of your magical energy by studying your spellbook. Once per day, when you finish a short rest, you can choose expended spell slots to recover. The spell slots can have a combined level that is equal to or less than half of your wizard level, rounded up.
Up to level 2, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so... Yes, you can.
I'd probably want to get back my acid arrow.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do that.
Okay. Don't forget when you're casting your spells to mark them off on your sheet.
So with this one, do I just I unclick it, don't I?
So no. So the red one, that there is what you've got memorized. When you're marking it off, it's just the arrow up and down on the other one. The arrow up and down on the... No. Stop changing the thing. On your spell sheet, there where it says slots remaining.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes.
So you reduce that by what, like, you know, if you've used a spell, reduce it by 1. That's how you do that one. Okay?
Yep. And so I've just put it back up to...
Yeah. So it's all back up to spec.
Cool.
Okay, so and you mark off your arcane recovery because you've used that.
Where do I do that?
On your core page where it says arcane recovery, just down arrow that one. No, on the little buttony thing, 2 boxes above that box that you were in.
I did it.
There you go. Good job.
Hey.
Gold star.
Yes.
Alrighty then.
Roll some hit dice.
Yeah, so roll away.
And one more.
Yep, no worries.
Okay. I have 1 hit dice left, and I am up by 19, which puts me back at 30.
Okay. Just a second. Alrighty. Okay, so you guys, I'm guessing, are continuing on.
Yep.
I look behind me. I realize I can't really do anything by myself. It's too dark. So I look to Turtank and I go, yeah, why not? Let's go.
Okay, so you guys continue on down. And as you continue on down, let me reveal a little bit more. So the very first thing you notice is just how many cats are down here. There are cats everywhere. And the area itself is kind of like there's various piles of bits and pieces around it. And in the center, you can see standing quite tall, this very strange humanoid looking cat person thing. Big claws sort of coming out of its paws, out of its hands, and stalking around, and it seems to be the one that's doing all of the roaring and carrying on and the hissing, and the other cats seem to be kind of like, for lack of better wording, seem to be kind of like almost worshipping this thing. So, and the cat-like creature kind of looks a little bit like a tabby cat, if a tabby cat could be humanoid.
Very well. Can I sneak up on...
You most certainly can. Roll me a stealth check, please.
I indicate to Von Druxia that we should try to be sneaky. And...
I definitely agree in this situation.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
I so sneaky. I got an 18 with my sneak.
I got a 16. Pretty sneaky.
Fortunately, this thing looks up and spots you.
Shit.
And might help if I had have rolled the thing. Okay, so it looks up and spots you, and immediately pulls out a bow and it takes a shot. Well, who's it going to shoot at? Let's find out. Okay, it shoots at Turtank. Let's see how this goes.
Not from all the way over there, is it?
Yeah.
Damn.
Bows are have a range of 150 feet short range and 600 feet long range.
That's gross.
So, yeah, it can definitely shoot you from over there. Yeah, so it actually does manage to hit you for 1 point of damage.
Off.
It rolled a natural 1 on damage.
So, initiative?
Yeah, into initiative. Don't forget to
7.
have clicked on your tokens.
Ah.
Hey.
Yeah, so unfortunately that still counts as a 4.
Aww.
So does that mean I've got my 7 and not my 3?
Yes, it does. Alright, Turtank, your turn.
I can move 6 squares, is that right?
Yep.
If you want to come to, can I discuss this while this is happening or no?
No.
Okay, never mind.
From here, I've forgotten how to do the range check thing. Can I throw a hand axe at it?
I see no reason why you can't.
I would like to go into a rage and throw a damn hand axe at the damn cat that just tried to shoot me. Well, not tried, it did shoot.
Alright, roll away.
Hang on. Go rid of a rage, throwing a hand axe. That is an 18 to hit for 8 slashing damage.
Okay. I just have to double check something
Range?
on that. Yeah.
Fair.
'Cause
While you're there, maybe check trident range. If it's different, I'm happy to throw that.
Okay, so the range for a trident at long range is 60 feet. Same for a hand axe. So, attacking at long range is a disadvantage. So let's just do a count, work out what we got. Okay, yeah. So you can definitely make the attack, but it will be at disadvantage for that range.
So I roll
Fair.
it once more, and
Yeah.
that'll be, yeah. Okay, that'll. Yeah, 8.
Unfortunately, you do miss.
Very well.
Did you activate
I've already.
your rage for?
I did.
Okay, so just make sure you hit that rage button in your
Yeah.
thing.
It's down to 1 now.
Yeah, no, but I mean the button that brings it up onto the whatsy.
Oh.
It's in your. It is the rage button, just attacks and spellcasting rage, where it says NAN for attack.
Ah, very.
Yeah, just make sure you hit that, just so that we can keep track of it all.
There we go.
Okay. That's all right. All right. Yeah. So, and you already moved, so that's as far as you can go with that.
Bonus action.
No, you use your bonus action to rage.
Very well. I'm good then.
Okay.
Kitty's turn.
So, Kitty's turn. The Kitty's going to move up a bit. Yeah, to about there. And then the Kitty is going to... shoot at you again.
At least I'm raging now.
And it misses. Alright. Von Drexilla, what are you going to do?
Okay, that's better. Okay, I am going to throw my acid arrow, which has a
Okay.
90 feet range, so it does get him, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So roll your attack.
I got I got 16.
Yep. So, yeah, your 16 will hit for 11 points of damage.
Excellent. And 6 acid. That mean-
No, that's acid. The second number was the crit roll because it's automatically rolling with advantage. And so it took the whatsy, so no, it's just 11 points of acid damage.
That's good enough. Excellent. And then I'll also move.
Yep.
I can move up to 6 squares, yeah?
You sure can.
Yeah, I'll just move a little bit close. Pew!
Alright. Turtank, you are up, good sir.
Getting close enough for a non-disadvantaged throw.
You were also close
Actually-
enough that you could move up and probably hit the thing.
Yeah, that's the plan actually.
Okay.
Going there, and screw it. I'm just gonna swing with the trident.
Okay.
Rage trident. Trident +1. Do we want to add a rage thing now,
I will.
or just
No, I'll do that later. So just
Okay,
hit
so-
the button and we'll add 2 to it.
done? Yes.
Oh, Turtank with the crits tonight. On the trident too. Okay, so let's see. 7 plus 6, 13, 14, 18 points of damage.
Yes.
It's pretty good. Plus 2. So 20 points of damage. Jesus.
And as a bonus action, I spit in his eye.
Okay.
Cat's eye.
Cat's eye.
Spit.
Alright. Now its turn. Seeing you get in this close, it just throws its longbow down. And it... oh, okay. That's something I could have done. That's alright. Yeah, okay, so it's going to lash out with a claw in one hand and draw a scimitar and slash at you with the other.
Oh, I forgot to take 1 point for the damage. I'll do that.
That's okay. Alright, so it rolled 13s on both of its attack rolls. So I believe that hits.
Yes, I'm 11 AC.
Okay, so you take 9 points total, reduced to, what's that, 4? Okay. And then it's going to circle around you a little bit and sort of like position itself a little bit differently. Von Drexilla, what are you going to do?
Okay, well, he's been damaged quite a bit, so I might throw a fireball. I'll keep the distance, but I'll throw
Okay.
a fireball at him.
Alright.
And
Firebolt. Yep.
oof, got an 8.
Unfortunately, yeah, you do miss with that one.
Okay, well, I might stay back a bit, so I'm gonna leave myself here for now. I don't need to get too.
Okay, no worries. Turtank, your turn.
Trident.
Alright, roll away. These rolls, man.
Yes.
You rolled a 23. So, That's another 10 points of damage. Oh, hold on. I did something wrong there.
You gave me a trident?
No, I just put the wrong amount in the health. Alrighty. Yeah, anything else you wanted to do?
Spit in its other eye.
Okay.
I'm going for blindness through attrition.
Roll me
Tell it.
roll me a d20. Let's see how this actually goes.
$13.
Da, 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 da. 13. Yeah, that hits.
What?
Yeah, so you managed to spit in his eye. Yeah, okay. And now the cat's turn. Now it's kind of pissed off that you managed to spit in its eye twice. So yeah, it's it throws its scimitar down and just slashes at you twice with its claws.
Now it's my kind of fight.
Okay, so it manages to bite into you with one of its claws, dealing 1 point of damage.
That was my nipple.
Now, its second one rolled a 1, so I'm going to do something and just see what the result is.
It's gonna break a nail.
Okay, it manages to actually hit itself with it.
Oh, this cat's having a bad day, so I take 1 point of damage.
And it hits itself.
Dealing 2 points of damage to itself.
That's why I don't like cats.
Just for the record, just so that you know what happened there, I rolled a d20, and basically anything under 10 would have meant that it would have had a negative effect on its next roll, or something to that effect. Anything over 10, and nothing would have happened. It rolled a 1, so that's 2 natural ones in a row. I couldn't let that one go without something happening. So
he cut his left nut off.
no, not that far, but it did manage to slash itself.
Excellent.
Such bad.
So, Von Drixella, your turn.
Alright. Can I see anything else in this room that we're fighting in?
A shitload of cats.
Awesome. Okay. Well, I'm gonna move. So, just so I can understand, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that a movement? I think that was about 6.
That's fun.
Cool. Okay. Okay, and I'm also gonna do Firebolt again at the cat. Hey, I got 16.
Okay, and that does hit. For
For 2
points
damage.
of damage.
Yes. Alright.
Every little bit does count.
Yeah.
Okay. So you did the thing, you moved, alright, and now it is Turtank's turn.
I've probably gone further than I meant to. I had a plan. It just occurred to me. But I've probably pissed it off too much for this to work. I'm going to try it anyway. I put my trident in my backpack and I pull out the fish. The priestess fish.
What?
I sit down right in front of this thing that's was just a minute ago going hell for leather on me, and he's just stabbed himself, and he's having a bad day, and it's probably partially my fault.
Yep.
So I say, sorry, buddy, and I take a bite out of the priestess and I throw a chunk at his feet. I'm trying to make friends.
Roll me a d20 first up. Okay, now roll me an animal handling check.
Wow.
With advantage because I have fish.
Wow.
No, it would have been at disadvantage, but because you're in combat. Okay. Now let's see what I can what's gonna happen here. Okay, it sits down and
Yes!
kind of just looks at you, crosses its arms, and then says, I think I kind of need to drop
Wait,
this.
it can talk?
Of course it can damn well talk.
Holy
it-
yes!
It says to you, what the fuck would it say?
Meow.
I took a left turn.
We're definitely off book here. Alright. She's gonna sit down, cross its arms, and like just give you a weird look. And it's going to ask you, what are you doing?
Right. Well, excuse me, kitty, but one of your minions ran off with my coin purse. Then you shot me and pissed me off. But realistically, I'm happy to leave this fish, let you live, if I can get my coin purse back. And Voldroxia, she might throw a fireball at you. I don't know. She's weird like that.
I chuck my arms up and I go, don't you bring me into this.
Sorry. I yell that across the room. Sorry, dragon lady. And I'll look back at the cat and say, and this fight wasn't really going well for you. So, deal?
It's gonna look at you and just raise an eyebrow and then spread its arms wide and say, "You're in my den, and you want my things, and you're concerned that I shot at you when you were sneaking around my den. Why should I care what you think or say?"
I raise an eyebrow. I lean around the cat and I say, fireball at the ready. And I turn to the cat and say, of course, you would make a good coat. And I just want my purse.
And then he looks at you and raises his arms and says, and like raises them out to the cats that are around. And suspiciously, the cats that were like hissing and meowing and everything else have all gone like absolutely silent. And he says, "Again, you were in my den. My friends and children do not take kindly to threats. And on top of that, you would make a good meal for at least 2 weeks. So, again, why should I care?"
I pull out the rest of the fish priestess in my backpack, and I say, "Here's your lunch for 2 weeks. You and the kid. Probably tastes better than my bum, which is full of spider bites. And I'll throw in a basilisk leg. And I just want my temper."
I'm pretty sure you left your basilisk leg with rat.
No, yeah, you're right. He was evaluating that, but the priestess parts.
Yeah, you kept them.
Okay, he can keep the fishy priestess. I just lay a slob of fishy guts all over the floor of his den, and just say, "Here's your food. I just want my coin purse." Or we can get back to the stabbing. What's it gonna be?
Can I look around?
You sure can.
Can I try to find the cat with the corn purse?
Roll me a perception check.
How heavy is a cat?
Ah!
All of them are the cat with the coin purse.
Wow. That was helpful.
That was a natural one. So yeah.
Carry on.
Yes. So, it. What? How does it respond?
I
to that?
don't.
He says, "If you can find your pouch, then I'm sure we can make a deal."
This, I'm such an asshole. I say, "This is taking too long," and I stab him with the trident.
Okay, on account that you're sitting on the ground, the attack will be at disadvantage.
What if I just throw a firebolt at it?
Well, it's not your reaction, so...
I spit in its face, pull out the trident, and attack at disadvantage.
Okay. Roll your attack with disadvantage.
Ha! 12.
You actually do manage to stab him.
Okay, that's 9 points of piercing damage. I don't know if I'm still raging after that little conversation. But I was pretty cranky about being shot at. But it was a breaking combat, so up to the DM.
See, normally while you're raging, you wouldn't be able to have a interaction like that, but I'll let it go. So, I will say that you're not currently raging, but that's 9 piercing plus 5 for... Oh, hold on. I think I know what that is. That's... Yeah, okay, so the D8 is if you're using it in 2 hands. The D6 is if you're using it in 1 hand.
Well, can we say 2 hands because I don't have a shield? Or
Yeah. That's fine. Yep, that's fine.
Can barbarians have shields?
Yeah, of course they can have shields. Everyone can have shields.
Okay.
I'll have to fix that thing, but you know what? I'm just gonna take the one-handed roll on account that was a maximum damage, and it ends up being higher damage than the other one anyway. So yeah, that is 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
26. 18. Sorry, 20. 17. Alright, so as that happens, he clicks his fingers. Okay, and... Okay. So, 4 cats come jumping at you, trying to bite you and claw you, and 2 of them manage to get purchase.
Run on the spider bite.
You take 5 reduced to 2 points.
Not raging.
Oh, sorry,
damage.
5 points of damage. Okay, and then with that, he stands up, and then he tries to claw you again twice. Oh yeah. So he hits you with both of the claws, dealing 11 slashing damage.
Righto.
All right, Von Druxilla, your turn.
I yell out,
Okay.
"Where's that fireball?"
Okay. Did I hear right? He's got like cats going at him now.
Yeah, the cats, out of the whole group of cats that were kicking around, 4 of them jumped up when he clicked his fingers.
All right. I'm gonna move a little bit closer, maybe like a couple of to there,
Yeah.
and because I realized Turtank's my only way of actually getting out of here alive, I'm gonna use Thunder Wave.
Okay.
Can I do that in a way that doesn't affect Turtank? It doesn't have, or does he have to get? I don't understand how that works. Is it just enemies?
I'm pretty stuck with the thing. I'm looking at your sheet. Da 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 da. Thunder Wave. Is that? Just gotta see if it is. Yeah, Thunder Wave is evocation, so you can shape it using your whatsy, your sculpt spell. So yeah, you can definitely shape it so he doesn't get hit. Roll away.
Excellent.
Click the button.
I can cast that at level 2. Is that, I don't know, like,
You
is that a good thing?
You can cast it at a higher level. You read what the spell says as far as casting at higher levels.
Okay, it just increases it by 1d8 of damage. And they already have to roll 2d8. So I'm happy just to leave it on level 1.
Then just do the thing, yeah. Okay, so gotta roll a Constitution save. Okay, the were tabby does fail.
Yes. What about the random cats?
I'm working on it. Okay. Let's have a look. So, 3 of the 4 cats failed.
I spit on the ground as I watch them fly away.
Okay. So, and that knocks them back how far? What's the knockback on it?
They get knocked back 10 feet away.
Okay.
So 2 squared.
So while where Tabby's flying away, can I take a swing at it?
No. It's not how- That's not how that one works, unfortunately.
Fair.
Okay. Alrighty.
So you got one little cat nipping at you.
Is it my turn?
Oh, how much damage did the cat get?
Well, 3 of the 4. So the one that saved, didn't die. The other 3 are crushed.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So Turtank, your turn.
Going into a raid.
Oh, actually, sorry.
The web-
As this happens, at this particular point, you see, let me go and where's my reveal tool? There it is. You start hearing and seeing 2 very clanky and noisy fellows sort of coming in. Oh, might help if I'm pushing the button. You start to see and hear 2 very noisy fellows coming in from the other end of the room, like heading up the tunnel basically, and they're discussing stuff. And roll me a perception check, both of you.
Awesome.
Okay.
7.
Okay. So yeah, you can hear them discussing things, and yeah, they're heading in.
Okay.
Yeah. And Turtank, yes. So you are doing a thing. You raged. Hit the rage button, please. There you go. Mark it off. And what are you doing?
Trident, stabby.
You gonna,
+2.
You gonna move on up?
Yes, first I will.
Okay. All right.
18 to hit. Two-handed.
All right.
Trident +1, +5, +2. 8 piercing damage and another 3.
Yeah. Okay. So how do you want to do this?
I don't want to ruin my good coat, so I'm just going for the belly.
Okay.
Yep, just a big old seppuku slash across the abdomen. So his guts fall out, and I can make a nice coat out of the rest of him.
Okay, so as you slash across with the trident manages to catch some of the seashell kind of coral look on it. Sort of grabs a good purchase and just tears its belly open, and the werecat looks at you with like abject horror as the light starts to fade from its eyes. Now, as the light does fade from its eyes, it reverts into a elven-looking man.
Oh, God damn it!
And just falls to the ground in a heap. And with that, we are back out of combat, round 2.
Where Tabby?
And yeah, so as the were-tabby drops to the floor, the cats just scramble. They run off in all directions. And the 2 dwarves keep walking up. They're laughing and joking, and one of them starts clapping and yells out, "Well done! Nicely fought, you two. The name is Crank. I'm a great wind-up." And points to the other one and goes, "And this is Lever." And Lever speaks up in a rather gruff voice, and he goes, "If I was bigger, there'd be nothing I couldn't move." And Crank speaks up again, and he goes, "So, who are you two?"
I spit on the ground. I go, "I'm Turtank. I'm very cranky. One of these cats stole my wallet."
I'm Von Druxula. I followed this guy into the cave and then realized I couldn't get back out, and so I'm helping him look for his cat.
Well,
My wallet.
So Crank looks at Von Druxilla and says, "Well, it's a funny looking cave, filled with shit. I'd go as far as to say it's a bit of a sewer, but Fair enough, I get the sentiment. And Level looks over at Turtank and says, wait, you let a cat take your pouch? Your gem pouch?
I was sleeping.
He just shakes his head and says something, mutters something or other. Actually, what languages do you two know?
Orc and human.
In common? Okay.
I know. Celestial, Common, Draconic, Infernal.
Okay, so he mutters something in Dwarven. And yeah, they keep moving up. Now, as they're moving up, you notice that these two dwarves are incredibly heavily armored. They're wearing beautiful plate mail, like full plate. It matches. Like, the only difference between the two of them is like the coloration of the armor. The armor itself is the same, basically. And they don't carry weapons. Instead, these two are walking along carrying 2 shields each. And yeah, so as they're walking along, Crank seems quite comfortable and quite easygoing and you know, approachable, whereas Lever seems a little bit more gruff. I'll get you both to roll me another perception check, please. Okay, so Turtank notices it first up, but Von Draxillard notices it pretty quickly thereafter. These two surprisingly look like brothers, look like they could be related. But yeah, so they come on in and they're Lever's sort of like kicking through the mounds of you know, various bits and pieces that are around, and looking around, yeah, there are lots of like mounds of bits of cloth and other bits and pieces. There's some shiny stuff and things that like reflect in the torchlight and that sort of thing. But yeah, and while this is happening, Crank speaks up and he goes, he says, "So you come down here looking for your gem pouch? Fair enough. And you killed yourself a werecat while you were at it. We just cleared out about 4 of them down further down south, down the tunnels a bit further. And had a good bump around with them. It was great, lots of fun."
Did you see a gem pouch?
No, but wasn't really looking. What I was looking for was a man by the name of Isul. Have you seen him?
No.
Nope.
Ah, that's a shame. Didn't think we'd get lucky with this, but tricky man to find. Yeah. Well, we're probably going to be in on this level for maybe about another week or so, just looking for him. If you do spot him, you know, see if you can spot us and let us know where you find him.
What's in it for us?
Well, you know, what do you want me to say? We're here on Bulwark business.
On what business?
Bulwark business. Ah, you're probably too fresh. You wouldn't know about the guilds.
Nope.
Nope.
Well,
It's a guild business.
You get some you get some more levels under you, and I'm sure you'll learn about the guilds, learn about the Bulwark and what we do. Anyway, you know, I hope you find what you're looking for. And he starts waving to you as Lever comes over and sort of grabs onto Crank's armor and then clacks his boots together, and they both just vanish.
Teleporting dwarves. That's the last thing I need. Alright, I'm officially in a bad mood because I don't know where the F my coin purse went. I'm stabbing out a cat in spider wounds.
Okay.
Out. Just, I want to rest.
All right. So are you guys like, what are you guys going to do now? Like, are you going to check through all of the crap that's laying around, or what are you doing?
Well,
I look at the corpse of the were-tabby for anything useful, helpful, or...
You find a quiver full of arrows, but for the most part, he didn't really have anything. The scimitar that he did have, he threw on the ground. The bow that he had, he threw on the ground, and went all beast mode on you and just started attacking you straight up. So, yeah.
Well, I suppose I pick up the weapons and put them in my pack and walk
Whoa.
off looking for a kitty with a purse. Oh no, I sit down. I sit down and I rest and use my last hit die.
Okay, so you're planning on taking a short rest. What about you, Von Druxilla? What are you doing?
I'm curious to know what the cats are doing now.
Oh, the cats are gone. Like,
Oh,
there is not a single cat left here. They all legged it. They're up and out.
Did I notice if they all went in the same direction?
No, they just went all over the place. It was like it was almost like the when the werecat died. They sort of had no purpose to be here, so they just pissed off. Aside from the 3 crushed cats that you sent flying across the room, there is not a single cat in sight.
Okay. Well, so Turtank wants to take a rest.
Just did.
Well, taking a short rest takes roughly about an hour, so you've got an hour to kill before you guys head on out, I guess. So, what are you doing,
Okay.
Drexilla?
So, where the dwarves just came from, I want to go a little bit more to where they came from and just kind of scope out to see if going down the south tunnel is actually worth my while. They said they like kind of plundered a bit around there, so I want to see if there's anything worth grabbing or if there's any like kind of loot or anything done that way.
Okay, well, roll me a perception check as you're walking over there. Okay.
Terrible at perception.
Yep. Now, roll me an investigation check.
Oh my god, so much better.
So yeah, you don't really find anything worth, like from what you can see. There's nothing really worth looking at down that way. The tunnel does continue on for an unknown amount of distance, but you got the sense that from what the dwarves were saying, it's nothing really worth checking out.
Okay, well, if I've still got time to kill, I might go and just check the other ends, like the left and the right, and just see if there's anything worthwhile. If I can hear anything, or if if I feel like there's something to be done.
All right, so as you're heading, just roll me 2 perception checks really quick. And just get this out of the room. Oh shit.
Jeez, I'm not damn perception.
So that was a natural 1 and an 11. Thankfully,
Yeah.
the 11 was enough to point out the fact that you're walking over things that could potentially be used in this main chamber room. Like, there's stuff that's
okay.
been dragged in here.
Right. Okay, I probably should search the area then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll me an investigation check. You've done really well on these so far, so hopefully it carries over.
Woohoo!
Oh, shit a brick. Okay. So, you find 10 purple gems.
Oh,
You find 5 red gems. You find 23 green gems. And you find 5 blue gems.
Cool.
And Turtank, roll me a investigation check, please.
Whoa!
You find some grubby tiles and some dried poop. Good job. So yeah, looking at the other hallways, you don't really see anything down there. Like they all look pretty similar, that sort of thing.
You wanna go right?
I kick the cat poo and say, I had so many gems. And yes, I stomp off in the unchecked direction.
Okay, yeah. So heading down this way, you'd head along there for, I don't know, probably like an hour, and it sort of ends up curving and curling back up, and heads back up and out towards the street. It seems like this room is kind of like the central point before everything dumps down to a lower level of the sewer and runs on out to sea.
So
Right. So nothing down here.
No.
to the left.
However, are you exiting the sewer or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not good for another fight, so I'm done. I'm out of gems, and I want to go. I want to go rest and lick my spider bites.
Okay, so as you're walking up out of the sewer, the stairs out towards the street level, you hear a meow. Roll me an animal handling check. You see, because I'm guessing you're going to try and suss out where this is coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Booyah!
Okay.
24.
So looking around, you see a cat come trundling straight over towards you. It's got its head caught in the string of your gem pouch. So I'm gonna guess you pick the thing up because it comes straight over to you and looks up at you expectantly.
I take my pouch back and I hold on gently but tightly, and I put some whatever priestess I've got left in my bag down on the ground in front of it, and I scratch behind its ears a little.
Okay. At this point, I'll get you to mark off all of your priestess because you've pretty much dumped all of it out all over the place. But yeah, you've got all your gems back, and the cat sort of purrs a bit against the hand, and then sniffs at the meat, and then starts hooking into the priestess.
I just got rid of a sanguine thing, and I don't know what that was. That was
That's right. No, that's fine.
Get rid of that too.
Yep. Get rid of that.
Okay. All right. Yep. The priesty crap is gone. I use my nicest Turtank voice. Would you like to come with us and eat fish every now and then? And I pick him up and give him a little cuddle. And I'm hoping that I could have a little feline familiar that might be useful in some way. I don't know.
Roll me an animal handling check.
Come on, kitty. Do I get advantage because I fed it?
No.
22?
Okay, yeah, so the thing purrs and sort of rubs its head against you, and it seems pretty content.
Yay! I put him in my tunic pocket. chest.
In your vest pocket, yep.
Yes.
Okay, no worries. So it sits in there and pokes its head out and sort of meows a little bit. And the thing looks like a bit of a runt. It's not a particularly big cat. It's a fairly young runt. But yeah, you currently have a cat in your vest pocket.
I'll call him Terra.
Okay, you mark down one cat named Terra in your inventory. Alright, so looking up, you guys, well, Turtank, you see Thaven starting to head towards a shop, and that's behind the Hazy Purple Tavern.
Behind the what?
The Hazy Purple Tavern.
Right. I clap him on the shoulder and I say, I want a bed.
So you're running out after him?
Yes.
Okay, for the record, at this particular point in time, it's about 11 or 12 o'clock during the day.
I still want to bed because
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Okay, so you rush on out and you catch up with them. What are you doing, Von Druxilla?
Oh, I turn around and say thank you for all the fireballs and the thunder waves, and all the pretty.
I turn and I go, I really don't have any idea what's going on. What are you guys doing?
We're killing things and getting in trouble. You should come with us. We're good at it.
So I can stop holding my quarterstaff like a club?
I suppose you can, if you
Awesome.
want to. That's up to you.
Alright. I got really nothing better to do with my time, so sure. I'll come along. Sure.
But first, me and Tara, we're ready for sleep.
All right. Well, I think that's as good a place as any that for us to stop for the night. So yeah, I guess we'll stop right there. So I hope everyone has had fun, and I'm really sorry that the chat hasn't been working properly. So I haven't seen anyone's messages until I went into the Twitch page itself. I'll have to try and fix that up. I have no idea what's going on, but yeah, I hope you've all had a lot of fun, and I hope to see you all next session.
Don't forget to smash that like button, and while you're down there, leave us a comment and subscribe.
Lion?
Don't forget to hit that bell button.
Yep, do that one.